Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my channel called Fitter Philosophy, which is about stoic, practically based, life experience, philosophical stuff. And my topic today, which I want to briefly mention and share with you, is on the subject of waiting, because it's something that we have to do in life on a regular basis. It may be on a small scale, waiting, for example, for a kettle to boil, or waiting for the phone to go because we're expecting a phone call. But we could be waiting a little bit longer, for example, standing at a bus stop, or waiting for a train, or perhaps for an hour or so in an airport, waiting for a transferring flight. So it's something that we're used to, and it's something that we know we have to do. However, we have to be very much aware that it's all very well waiting on the short term for something else to happen, which we need to happen in our day. But if it doesn't need to happen and we are waiting, that's dangerous, because it's using up precious time which we can otherwise own, possess and utilise. Now, one example is working unnecessary overtime for money that we do not require, simply because we're overspending and overinvesting in the distraction of material stuff. It's very much a feature of the modern world, that. Or we could be waiting for a relationship to develop, which isn't developing. It shouldn't be developing. It's not happening the way it needs to happen, but we hope and cling on and just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And while we're doing so, we're missing other opportunities, because the time is no longer fully our own, in which we have the space to make decisions and recalibrate. The time is shared with a hope, an expectation, an illusion, a misdirection, a distraction. So be very careful when you find yourself playing the waiting game, that if you're waiting for a bus, if you're waiting for the kettle to boil, but even if you're waiting for paint to dry on the wall, well, you know, it's a purpose, it's waiting with a real purpose. But if in fact you find yourself waiting for the world to change around you, then it's not going to change. If you find yourself waiting for the return of someone that you love but doesn't love you in return properly, and you're wanting them to return to you, and it's not really going to happen, and even if it did, it would be all wrong, that is not good. That is not even so much a waste of time, it's a squandering and a delusional aspect of time. Time is precious. Time is the one thing which is constant throughout our lives, entirely predictable, very ultimately dependable. It is an unalienable aspect of the reality in which we live, is the steady transfer, and that's what it is, the transfer of time. So be careful what you're waiting for. Ask yourself, are your priorities wrong? Are you wasting too much time because of this waiting game? Are you waiting for promotion? Are you waiting for opportunity? Are you waiting even for a win in the lottery? Don't focus on that sort of waiting, because it actually impoverishes you, because it distracts you from waiting patiently for things that you personally invest in, that you have control over. And it's often the case, particularly in your job, that competency, dedication, loyalty means nothing when it comes to promotion. Nothing at all, and can be a very poor investment of your time. The ultimate investment is in yourself. Patience, waiting, constantly waiting, and challenging your waiting in relation to the world around you, so that you engage and connect and keep things real. I'm Ralphie. Hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, click like, leave a comment, all the rest of it, and we'll see you soon. Don't have much of a view at the moment. I've been recording for the last quite a few months in the same static position because it's really windy and wintry where I am, and this is one of the calmer, brighter spots, and I don't want to give you one of these totally grey, windswept sort of videos when I am presenting my fitter philosophy. See you soon.